This is Real Talk.
Real talk.
Yo, this is Ryder, and you're locked into Real Talk.
To Real Talk with Labzy.
Labzy! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm yours truly, the legend himself, Labzy, aka the best motherfucker you ever met in the history of your life, and I can prove it too, even though I shouldn't. The most loyal, the most honest, and the most respected. This man needs 90s and being a part of the Screwed Up Clique and being on so many tapes and a man of history. A man of history. There
What's
we go.
happening?
How
Hold on
are,
one
how are you,
second, boss.
sir?
Give me 1 second, boss. I'm coming.
We all good now? We good to go?
We good to go. Let's roll.
All right. Now, first of all, OG, it is an honor to be speaking with you. And I wanted to ask you, how is your mental health?
My mental health is beautiful, man. If I do any complaining, ain't nobody listening. But my mental health is great. What
Nah,
about you?
man, nah, that's fantastic, man. And first of all, I want to say thank you so much for you taking the time to be speaking to me, man. Me being all the way in Australia, I mean, like, you got to tell me what are your thoughts when when you see that people outside of Texas really are listening, if that makes
Man,
sense.
this is different because this out the country, and I've been K Reno Southport Coalition. Man, he's been telling me that we all have a good following down there in the down under. So I've been trying to make my way down that way. You feel me?
Yes. Yeah, and it's interesting because I mean, because I know back in the day, especially we would say the 90s and the 2000s, you guys were very just to yourselves. You know what I mean? Like you were obviously being a part of the Screwed Up Clique, you were just focusing on y'all and getting this money. You know what I mean? You didn't really think, oh, is the outside really listening? Because you were mostly just focusing on yourselves,
That's
right?
right. Yeah, yeah. We didn't know that they were paying attention worldwide, to be honest. But DJ Screw said he was gonna do what? Screw the whole world up. That's what he
Oh man.
did.
Oh no, and absolutely right. And to be honest, because I had D Trill on my show, right?
Oh, that's my
And
guy. Yeah.
that's yeah, he's the OG. Shout out to D Trill. And I was telling him that what I like to do with my mental health, I like to go for a drive and then just put on just instrumental music just to sort of clear my mind, center myself and then I thought to myself, no, I really want to invest more into DJ Screw and really just absorb his style of music. And to be honest with you, I've been addicted ever since.
You been addicted ever since?
I've been addicted
Oh
ever
man,
since, OG.
that's dope, there, man. I wish he could hear that type of stuff, man. For real, that
Yeah,
would be too dope.
yeah. I mean, because I don't know. I mean, there was something because look, I've never done drugs in my life. I've never done the syrup in my life. But I just feel like when you are listening to a DJ Screw tape, it's like you are drinking syrup. You know what I mean? Like it feels like you actually are. Yeah. Well, there you go. See?
Cheers.
But
Cheers.
but yeah, but I mean, OG, I know you've got questions about Australia because you've even said you've got questions yourself. So I'm even thinking what we can do is that we can go back and forth. I'll ask a
Okay.
question and you ask a question. So I think it's your turn, OG. What's the question you've always wanted to ask?
Man, like, okay, so what got you on how did you even hear about DJ Screw or Mike D or Texas music? Like, what was your introduction to this Texas music?
This is a fantastic question because here in Australia, we can only work with what we've got. So we don't have BET. Just an FYI, we don't have BET at all,
Are you
right?
serious?
That's correct. We don't have because we don't have an African American like we don't have enough. So and it's because our population's very small. We only have 26 million people in Australia here. That's all, considering
In the
how
whole
big we are.
continent. Yeah.
Correct.
So it's more
So
land than it is living space.
Correct. We have, oh, we believe me, we have a lot of living space.
Yeah, I have a lot. So what is it? Just all kangaroos and no humans?
Nah, but as much as it is the biggest misconception, OG, we got our cities, bro. We got cities, we got nightlife, we got everything. Especially here in Melbourne, where I'm from, we have a lot of multicultural. We are the biggest multicultural state in all of Australia. So we've got Arabs, we've got black people, we've got Latinos, we've got Asians, we've got Indians, we've got Colombians, a lot. We've got basically almost everybody here in Melbourne, right?
Oh,
So there's a lot of rich culture here. And but to going back to your question, so back in 2000 and I would say 2010, I was kind of not hating on the mainstream rap, but I would say that I felt like there was a lot to offer. There's a lot more to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like E40 said this perfectly. He said, "I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper," right? So I want to
mhm.
know who your favorite rapper is. Like the mainstream rapper, I want to know who your favorite rapper is. So I started
Mainstream?
exploring. Yeah, right?
Okay.
So YouTube has always been my library. So the very first uh, Texas Texas rap song that I fell in love with that basically opened the doors was "That's Gangster" by Bun B and Sean Kingston.
Uh-oh. Hold up, man. Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah, and then that's when I started really digging deep on, basically everybody. So I knew about obviously Zero with Trey as well, also Paul Wall, Lil Kiki, of course, and obviously the Screwed Up Click that followed. So Big Mo, Big Pokey, Fat Pat. Yeah, I just started digging deep, and I've been listening to Texas in the past. Where are we now? Yeah, so 15 years actually. 15
Damn.
years.
Oh yeah, you've been rocking. Yeah,
Yeah.
that gangster. I want to say, yeah, that was him and Slim Thug, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So yeah, you've been playing it a little minute here now. So that's how you got involved. And so you were obviously already involved with hip hop music, if that's what found you, right? So what brought you into hip hop? Period. As a kid, was that just always your choice, or your parents, or what? Like,
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I mean, my sister, because I have an older sister, and we used to listen to a lot of Tupac as well, and she used to listen to Lil Kim as well. So them OGs back in the day, and I really kind of got into hip hop a little bit more, and I stumbled upon E40, which is my favorite rapper, and that's when I started really just falling in love with the Bay Area type music as well as the Houston music as well, and then just really just looking out for lyricism, storytelling, as well as as a good beat to bop to. Know what I'm talking about. So and then yeah, so and then obviously me starting to do my show, which I do through Instagram Live. It actually has helped me connect with a lot of people in Texas. So not just yourself, Andy Yola, if you're familiar with that name.
Andy Yola?
Yeah, Andy Yola, yeah. He actually
Yeah.
did a song with Lil Kiki, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I heard that name. That's not the guy that does the air freshener, right?
No, not that I'm aware of, no. He's a
Okay.
he's a manager. He's a rap manager.
Okay. Okay.
I think he was looking after Big X the Plug as well.
Hmm.
So that's probably where you probably heard that name before. But yeah, and then I started getting I was talking to Young Jazz and J Mac from 97.9 The Box as well.
Oh yeah, they dope. Those are great people, man. I love those two people to death, man. Especially J Mac. We've been around each other a long time, and Jazz is just sweet as can be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
She
I agree. She's awesome. But this is where because there's a story behind that because there were her and J Mac were kind of like having a bit of banter, having fun on Instagram Live, and then arguing about money or something like that. That Jazz stole J Mac's credit card, you
Uh-huh.
know, that type of stuff. And then they invited me, and then they realized that I'm from Australia, and then this is where the tables turned a bit because I asked the question. I said, J Mac, when are you gonna do the basketball game with Zero?
He don't want none. J Mac be just talking. He told me we gonna have a freestyle contest and he gonna play basketball against Zero. We ain't seen neither one yet, Mac. Where you at, Mac? Mac from Conroe, man. Your game trash, man. That's my boy.
And I think the bet was like $10,000. Whoever loses, they
Over
have to
him and
give.
Zero for sure. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
Zero probably betted him. You know what? You gotta walk in your underwear down Martin Luther King for 2 weeks or something, man. He's a, you know, Zero's a comedian. I tell people
oh
that
yeah,
everybody thinks he's a fucking asshole, but he is an asshole by nature. But he's actually a comedian as well, man. He's funny as shit, man.
yeah. Because I was gonna say that Zero is also my top favorite artist in Texas as well because he has actually helped me evolve as a person and really understand what it means to be one deep, right? So it's basically saying that by you being one deep means that you just gotta, just focus on the money, focus on evolving, not get into bullshit, not waste your time with bullshit. Yeah, that's the chain. That's the chain right there, you
One
know?
deep, yeah.
And I've always loved Zero because I wanted to be better as a person, not like learn to keep a balance between being selfish and being selfless. And Zero really helped me with that with his music. So I'm in forever gratitude for to Zero, to be honest with you. So man, it's
I'm
it's
glad he, I'm
big
glad
love.
he, I'm glad he was able to touch because he's this generation Tupac. I like to say,
Yeah.
you know, Tupac is my favorite artist, but my favorite artist at this time is Scarface and then Zero, and
Oh
both of
man.
them just so happen to be my brothers. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's the coolest shit ever. You know, it's like they was asking me about DJ Screw on Real Life Street Stars. I was like. Man, that's the coolest shit in the world to say DJ Screw is my brother
Mm.
and know that every year he get bigger and bigger. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I got all fan art in here. Like people send me shit. D Trill drew that one over there in the
Yeah,
far
yeah. I
corner.
did see that one. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
Absolute fire.
he drew. It might have been his wife. I'm not sure. You have to ask him, but I know
Yeah.
she he drew this one. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. One of them drew one, and the other one, Scarface and Zero. You know, but Tupac was always been, you know, number one with a bullet. Then Scarface, and then Zero. And for them to
Yeah.
be my brothers is the biggest shit ever.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Welcome back to you, my boy.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and no, definitely Scarface left a mark on me as well. I mean, again, like he's the ability for his storytelling and my favorite song of Scarface is oh man, I don't want to say the title wrong, but Till I See a Man Die. That's what I haven't seen a
Never
man cry
seen a
till I see a
man
man
cry
die.
till I seen a
See a
man
man
die.
die. Yeah, that
Smile.
one.
Yeah.
And
That's normally everybody's, but when you go in, you start going back to the first albums he did, Let Me Roll.
yeah,
You know, all that first Scarface man was he was in his zone right there, man.
yeah. Do you think he was in his prime?
Niggas hanging deep on the cut, drinking on a 40 ounce of motherfucking in the motherfucking hood. Ain't shit changed in the motherfucking hood. Cause where we at, boys up to know what good. Man.
Hey, no,
Re-
no. I might actually invest a little bit more into Scarface, especially his first
I
album as well,
promise you,
man.
you will not be disappointed. You
No,
will
I
go
wouldn't. I
back.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't think so either. No
You
way.
are going to enjoy. And These be the hours he be up. I wish I could get him on the phone, man. Hey, man, he will surprise you with his reach of music. You know, his choice of genre of music. You know,
Yeah.
he loves rock and roll. He loves, country. And then to be one of the biggest hip hop artists. A lot of people can't do that, have a whole nother genre as their favorite music, but control another genre.
Yeah. Because
And
I
I
would
think it's
say,
because we don't have any competition for him. Like, no one can beat K Reno rapping.
yeah.
Hands down, nobody.
Oh, no way.
He,
No chance.
even Zero would tell you, like, hey
Mm.
man, I'm great. And
Yeah.
conceited as hell. So he'll tell you, like, hey man, I'm the greatest. I get it. But fucking K Reno, there's no one even close to him when it comes to a pen and piece of paper.
What do you think it
Scarface
is? But what do you think it
Scarface
is?
is
Why?
there.
Yeah.
It's the repetitive. He's been doing this as long as I've been living almost, man. I remember
Damn.
we had to battle K Reno when we were young, man. That was dumb as shit. But I didn't know how dumb it was until we got there. And at that time I used to beatbox. So
Okay.
I was beatboxing and my boy G caught himself getting to the rap. He said one line, A&M better get that mud, some shit. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, we out of there, man. And man say do push-ups with no hands. Hey man, we up the wrong tree. We barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
Yeah. Wow. Man. But it would have been, obviously it would have been just so much fun, just really just watching each other really just spit and learn from each other and stuff like that, which does raise the question, talking because I want to talk about Screw a little bit, because I feel like you obviously, were you there from day one? Like, when did you actually like step foot into Screw and actually begin the
It would
journey?
take, I want to say it was like 95, 95 or 94, something like that.
Okay.
But a friend of mine named Lil Randy,
Yes.
he took me over there. I had been hearing about him. Him and one of my cousins, Michael Price, who started uh, the DJ game with DJ Screw. They used to trade turntables, mixers. They would just, they're young, so they would just didn't have money for a full setup. So like if Screw has a party, he come get one of Mike's turntables. If Screw, vice versa. If Mike got a party, he might need the mixer or the lights or whatever. So I would always hear about DJ Screw, but he wasn't even like putting the tapes out slow. Mike used to do the parties slow.
Right.
See, a lot of people don't know this.
Okay.
Michael Price, well, you take the turntable and you can take it from 45 and take it down to 33 on the
Mm.
turntable. That was slowing it down back then. He would do the parties like that, put up a blue light for the house parties, because we were kids, you know what I
Mm.
mean? And everybody would wild out, man. It was like I guess we was in there listening to devil music, like your mama say, boy, you're listening to that devil music, boy, you listening to Shaitan, boy, yeah.
Oh
My family
man.
Muslim, so they'll be, you listening to the Shaitan, oh man, man, it was hard. It was hard. So, but yeah, no, real man, it's just, it's a blessing to be around this long, man, and
Yeah.
connected to the people we connected to, man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. I love this hip hop. But K Reno was a monster back then. He's
Yeah.
still a monster. Why he hasn't made it mainstream, I can't explain it. What makes him the beast he is a freak of nature. It's just like trying to understand the seven wonders of the world. So to answer your question, I don't know why he's so fucking great, man.
Yeah.
But he is. And
Yeah.
your favorite rapper will tell you about K Reno if they
Oh
got
yeah.
sense and they
Oh yeah.
study this game. Are you familiar with Killer Mike?
Oh hell yes. Absolutely. Killer Mike.
Even Killer Mike will tell you K Reno's a beast.
Yeah. But I think, you know what it is, OG? I think K Reno has this mentality of, I know, like, look, like the mainstream is just not for me because I feel like they're going to try to control me and try to silence me. But if I'm doing what I'm doing now, I know that I'm free. I know I can do whatever the fuck I want, rap however I want, and it's going to be motivation for people to just be themselves. Maybe he feels that he's too good for mainstream.
You know, you might be on to something.
Yeah,
He knows he's great.
yeah.
He knows he's great. Have you seen his podcast?
Yeah, I've watched a few episodes. Yes, I've had one with Zero. You've been on there as
I've
well.
been on there. Yeah, we did a good one. We
Yeah,
did a good one. Yeah, that was dope.
yeah, man.
Y'all should definitely tap in to K Reno's podcast. He has a lot of jewels he's dropping, man. Like, if you
Yeah,
really want to know what's going on, and I don't know why it hasn't blown up to where it is. I think he's shadow banned, to be honest, bruh.
yeah,
You know, shadow ban is real in this YouTube world. You know that, right?
yeah. Absolutely,
So, yeah,
absolutely.
and it's
Even
saying
here,
it's nothing you can do. Oh, even there they do the same tactics.
you can't
Yeah,
you
'cause
can't hide from being shadow banned, OG. Unfortunately,
right
it's
now,
crazy.
if you talk about Rock Nation, Megan Thee Stallion, or Lane,
Mm,
that you gonna get shadow banned automatically.
wow. Okay.
I could drop something right now on Megan or something doing with that. This will get more traction than that will.
Yeah,
That's how I know it's real.
yeah,
Like that don't make sense. So you mean tell me I can talk about the sky and I'm gonna beat out the hottest topic in the nation? Like,
yeah,
are you crazy?
yeah.
And she's from here and I know her dad and the South Park ties and her mom and her
Mm.
grandma. They bought a dog, two dogs from me when she was with Moneybag Yo.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, I sell Frenchies,
Okay.
so she's purchased a few. Actually, purchased three. She got. Guess when her and Kelsey was cool. She
Mm.
got one. Her grandmother got one, and then of course they got four. So yeah, even
Wow.
NBA YoungBoy bought one from me.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's awesome. Now,
Yeah,
I know. Okay, so I want to talk about you a little bit, Mike D, because I mean, again, this is obviously I've got stars in my eyes right now because I've also had Billy Cook on my show as well, which he is due to be the second appearance on my show. So shout out to Billy Cook,
Billy
Mr. So
Cook is my
Iconic himself.
guy.
And
He's the one singing that player. Haters wanna know who you are when you're coming down like a
like a
superstar.
superstar, yes.
Yeah, hold up, man. He know it, y'all. That make me feel good, there, man.
Oh, I'll be honest. One of the songs, because I know how to sing myself, and one of the songs I use to practice is actually "Grown Ass Man" by Billy Cook.
Mm,
So
that's a
I
good
use that to
song.
kind of practice my vocals. I use that song all the time.
Now that's a great song by Billy Cook. That's a good song selection right there.
Because as much as I mean, like I love that type of R&B. Like as much as I know, like the R&B is nice when you like talking about a girl that you like or whatever. But sometimes sometimes you gotta tell a bitch where she stands. Sometimes when she tripping. Sometimes.
You got to put a bitch in their place. I just had to do the same thing earlier. Bitch, get in your place, ho. Yeah.
Oh man. But I mean, and
I
also,
hope you ain't trying to monetize because
nah,
guess
nah,
what?
nah, nah, nah,
Oh,
nah,
okay, because
nah,
I
nah. I
fucked it
got you.
up.
Nah, I got you.
You
I
gotta
got you.
let me know. You can go back and edit it though and get your chips, man. I don't care nothing about that, man. I want you to go up. That shit that helps me go up.
Yeah, I appreciate you, OG. But I
That's
mean,
right.
now there is a question I do wish to ask involving because obviously do you really sleep much or not really?
Uh when I can, I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of fall asleep. I don't go to sleep
Okay.
because I work so much. I'm always in front of the computer editing or in front of the camera filming.
Right.
So this new job of mine, which is new because I've completely left the streets alone,
Yep.
I'm fully dedicated into this podcast world because I like it. I enjoy it. You mean how many places can you go work at that you enjoy working there?
Yeah. That's true. But I mean,
And
in
I
the world of
preach that to my
podcasting,
son. You want
mm,
to be doing what you love to do. It's not about the money. It's about me loving to do what I'm doing. If you work hard, the money will come.
absolutely.
That's where your faith has to step in at.
Yeah,
Work
I agree.
hard, make sure, and it's the difference between working hard and just doing the wrong damn thing. Like some people trying to do stuff, it's not for you. This camera is not for everybody. Everybody can't do what you do. They can't do what I do. But because we can, we have the option to believe in ourselves and keep going to work every day until it pays off.
Correct.
You
Absolutely.
landed the interview with me. That probably, man, this should give you more confidence to keep going because now you know that you never know who watching.
You have
Because
no idea, OG.
I was watching your shit, and that's how you reached that. So
Yeah.
you never know who watching. You just even if you got two people in there,
Mm,
man, you gotta make sure them two people entertained, so they can
correct.
go tell two more people, and
Correct.
four can go tell eight, and so forth, and so on and so forth. You
Hmm.
know, that's how
Yeah.
you build a loyal fan base. So if you're shadow banned or not, hey, these 1,000, 2,000 people, they coming with me. They're gonna buy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna buy my shirts. They're gonna buy my merch. They're gonna support the concerts. And next thing you know, those hundreds have turned into thousands, and those thousands have went to 10,
Yeah.
100, 200, so forth and so on. That's how you build a genuine following.
Yeah, and I think you know what it is also, OG, is that people worry about the age. Like, say for example, I'm 35 years old myself, right? Well, I will be. And I started this 6 years ago, and I still feel like I haven't blown up yet, but I'm really enjoying the journey of, connecting with people such as yourself, Billy Cook and Andy Yola, and like it's such I feel like my soul is full, if that makes sense. I feel like that's worth more than anything. And I tell people all the time, real wealth comes from no, sorry, let me start again. Real wealth is determined on how full the soul is.
Facts. Facts.
So, you know what I
I
mean? And yeah, and
totally
then as you said, the money will come after.
That's what it do. You don't chase it, you let it chase you.
Correct. And then but which does raise the question, when does the money come? Like when does the when do we have to start marketing ourselves and really start to really sell ourselves? When do you think is that point?
Right now, I
Yeah, just
think
maybe in general.
I think practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you move like, hey, I already got it. When you start moving like that, you won't have a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta, man, bro, you gotta believe in yourself for one.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
absolutely.
people that say they in this game, but they don't truly. They won't even invest in themselves. They won't even take the 2,000 and go do a Mike D interview so that my 20, 30,000 plus my 100, 200,000 that don't follow me can see you on my platform and want to know who the fuck you are.
Correct. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just think, oh, every time any person with $10,000 can come get 5 features, 10 features, or whatever he want, and
Mm.
have albums for the rest of his life while he ride back off in the sunset. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Culture for
Especially with legendary SUC member Mike D, of course.
come on now.
Come on, man.
Don't do us like that.
Man, and I do want to ask, like, because I I've had because we've actually got a few people that have been born and raised in Texas and they've moved to Melbourne, Australia, right?
Hmm.
And they said to me, man, if you ever interview someone from the Screwed Up Clique, I gotta know what was Fat Pat like. Like, So I do want to ask you, OG, what was Fat Pat like? What was the relationship with you two, and man, like, what was he like as an artist and also a person?
That's my brother, first of all. Love
Yeah,
him to death, rest in peace. Man, real blood couldn't have made us no closer.
yeah, wow,
I met him going to Screw House.
mm,
I used to well, not used to. We have I have a family business. It's called Bam's Auto and Detailing, where we sell spray and we wash cars, mainly slabs. So
nice,
everybody comes through there when I was young to, get the car washed, see what's going on. It was a good meetup spot before. We were right around the corner from McGregor Park, which is where everybody went on Sundays. So everybody would come get their car washed up before they head down there. We stayed around the corner from it. And one day, after I had just did my screw tape, I didn't know how fast these things like impact the streets.
yeah, they are
The
very good looking
next,
cars.
the next day, brother,
Yeah,
this man was at the shop. Hey, you ain't tell me you rap, man. What is wrong with you, man? See, I had already had a rap group with Lil Troy, Wanna Be a Baller, when I
yep,
was 15, 16 years old, called A&M.
mm,
That was my group. We had penned the phrase from Public Enemy. This is what I
wow,
mean in anti-nigger machine. Meaning we was against like how they talking today, the word nigger, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
everybody saying who can say it, who can't say it. We were anti. This is when Public Enemy was big. You had the African medallion pieces and black unity, black pride before we were talking about, hey, make sure you drill, make sure you kill, and
mm,
then go ahead and deal.
mm,
It was a big, long way from that
mm,
music that we do now.
wow,
And everybody would come to BAMs, and Pat was like, "Man, I heard that tape you did last night. I just kicked the freestyle. It was Codeine Fiend." And when
yeah,
he heard, he said, "Man, you got a voice, man. Your
yeah,
voice is wicked." He
yeah,
like, "Man, dude, if you take this serious, you could really do something."
mm,
I say, "Man, Pat, you tripping, man. I'm having too much street money to be worried about some rap money that we gonna fall out about."
yeah,
That's
okay,
always my thing about the music. People like, why you didn't do more and why you didn't do this? Because I already knew the money was gonna make us fall out. Look where we at now. Nothing would have changed if I would have been more successful, except I'd have just been one of the ones who had a bag and the rest of them would be still acting how they act.
yeah,
So
that's true.
Pat, he recognized it in me, and then he didn't know me and 3-2 hung out every day.
Yeah,
So the more he got closer to me, the more he started seeing 3-2 more, and everybody knew 3-2 was a mainstream artist. Basically, taught Snoop Dogg how to, his flow, and
okay,
lot more. Yeah, Snoop Dogg gets his whole flavor from 3-2. Rest in peace.
wow,
Really though, big baby. Yeah. For the
mm,
9-0, all that's 3-2.
wow. No,
That's how he
now that you
talks. That's
mention it,
how
yeah,
he.
it does sound familiar. Yes,
Yeah, and Pat was a master comedian. So he would
yeah,
make fun of like a friend of mine from the neighborhood named Lil T, and that's where he get the hold up, baby, come
little baby.
down. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man, it's going down, baby. That was
wow,
all. He had to go get it after that.
wow, that's
Straight
crazy.
pay. You feel what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah,
how quick. That's how quick of an impact he was. Like, man, it's crazy, man. I miss Pat to death, man, because I know this would be a different place if it
oh yeah,
wasn't. Yes, this thing we call hip hop would be whipped into shape. He didn't play, man. He didn't
yeah,
even play with me, and I spent the money.
really,
I bought
wow,
the studio time. I bought the starter jackets, the
wow,
Gucci loafers that we wore, the
yeah,
this, the that, everything.
wow,
And I be damned. But people want to do it themselves, you know.
yeah,
So
that's true.
it's
Because they
up to
want to
that
be
person.
independent.
Yes, yes. But everybody needs help though, bruh.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's why. I mean, look, as much as I know that Lil Kiki, he is self-made, but I feel that independence. I mean, look, you are eventually going to need some help. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you can't, because I mean, I mean, yeah, you're independent, but eventually along the way, you are going to need some help. You are going to need some guidance, wisdom, and all that in the path of, in all the creative space.
That's
So
that's
no, so
true.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, but that's true. But also remember, like he
Yeah,
needed it in the beginning. He has a
yeah,
catalog now that
yeah,
it don't matter. He's gonna get paid the way digital streams work. All
mm,
you have to do is have a catalog, and you're gonna make residual income. Period.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it's gonna be mailbox money that comes over and over, along with the publishing, along with everything else. Sound
wow,
exchange checks and this, that, and the third to get you by. But everybody gotta learn at their own time.
wow. It all, yeah, because even my man says it all comes down to the ego of I did this myself.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what everybody problem is. They want to say, "Hey, I did this myself. I didn't need no help."
yeah, but
You know,
yeah, but we all know
and
that's
that's
cap
sad.
though. We all know that's cap though. Like eventually you would have spoke to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
yeah. But you were talking about slabs before, right? Now I want to ask you, do you have a slab yourself?
Right now, I don't, but I've always owned a slab. I went. See, we have two ways you ride slab: the old
Yes.
school car or the foreign.
Mm-hmm.
I
Correct.
always thought if it wasn't foreign, it was boring.
Okay. Okay.
So my favorite car is the Mercedes Benz. I
Yes.
always have been. I had a Mercedes when I was 15, the 420 SEL Slingshot,
Wow.
midnight blue, peanut butter insides on Momo Brightons back then, on those Momo wheels back then.
Oh man, the Momos. Yep.
That thing was holding, man. I'm talking about, man. And then I bought a Park Avenue on 84s with
Yeah.
burgundy insides and a burgundy rag top. Now, after that, I always liked to fly low because I was always a heavy hitter.
Mm,
So when you're loud, it brings them people. When you're quiet, you can just fly under the radar. But I
mm,
like to put my money into other things like the music, like merchandise, like,
mm.
booking concerts and creating artists and, just trying to do what I thought I could do with my little boss mind at 18, 19 years old.
Yeah. Obviously giving back as well, like obviously focusing on yourself with the music as well as giving back to the city as well, which is obviously an
And my
important thing.
community that out there we robbed so much out of, the end of
Yeah.
the 80s, beginning of the 90s brought in the crack game, and we were like, poster children for selling crack.
Mm,
Like it took over the neighborhood. So if you wasn't on the corner, we went from playing basketball and football to selling rocks on the corner. You go outside, it was everywhere. You
yeah.
go outside and all your friends got a wad of money in their pocket that big enough to choke an elephant. You want some.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
They all got Jordans and jewelry and the
Yeah.
new things and girlfriends and cars and hell, you want in.
Yeah.
We didn't know it was tearing the neighborhood up. We didn't understand that. Later,
Yeah.
some people be forced to sell their mama drugs so they don't buy them from nobody else.
Yeah.
See, they don't tell you about that part of the game when you got to sell dope to your daddy because you don't want your homeboys to sell it to him.
Well, yeah.
When
I
you
mean,
want, when you got
I
to get
think,
when you got to give your own mama crack so she don't suck your homeboy dick.
yeah.
For
Well, yeah, that too. But I think, well, yeah, I think they just, well, just as you said, like the Jordans, the bling and everything like that, they were focusing on the good stuff, not what you have to do to get that stuff.
hey man.
They don't tell you that stuff. I mean, and I feel like,
They
yeah,
they didn't they didn't tell you how hard prison was gonna be either when you get caught. They didn't tell you that you was gonna lose money. They didn't tell you that your friends were gonna rob you, that your girl was gonna steal the money out your clothes.
Mm.
She said she's gonna do your laundry so she could steal the extra money that you ain't counted because you
Mm.
got it all wadded up in your pocket. They didn't tell you that your mama was gonna steal your dope because she's smoking dope. They
Yeah.
didn't tell you the things that came with it. You was gonna have to set up your partner to keep having money because you heard he tried to set you up, and like it's a horrible game, man, that has no ending. You know, if you don't use it for what it's for, you're gonna get caught up in that cycle of addiction, just like somebody addicted to the crack, you addicted to the money and
Yeah.
the lifestyle.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's why we have to try to, take control of the money with instead of the money controlling you, or the
There
lifestyle
you
trying to
go.
control you.
The lifestyle trying to control you. That's exactly right. Great word choice, because that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's the choices. Like I said on the too low. Choices. Bow.
That's right. Even E40 the choices. You know what I'm saying?
Choices. Everybody got
Got
choices.
choices. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. I love it,
Yeah.
man. You say E40 is one of your favorite artists, right?
Correct. Yes. He's also another one that I feel that I get a lot of wisdom from. He's taught me a lot about just life in general as well, and I look up to a lot of artists like that, even such as yourself as well.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, because I was looking at some of your songs on some screw tapes.
Hmm.
Hang on. Which one was it? This one. Ah, this one was a classic. PDP.
All day, all night.
Day.
PDP.
P.
All day,
All
all
night. All
night.
night.
Staying out production for live. Yeah,
Hey,
that was me and
man.
Batman's production company back then. Hmm.
I'm playing that right now.
I hear you, man.
All right.
The boy said
Man.
that my skills pay the bill, and that's on the real. I'm only thinking paper, so I'm through. Playing our production, breaking up the candy road, and showing your ass how G's do this thing.
Woo.
Different far in what places, and damn, it feels good to be a G. Yeah. Y'all in the game and ain't a damn thing changed. I'ma still maintain and hold wood grain and come down representing Southside Texas.
Oh man, I love
I'm a
that.
Bobby and I, cause me and Fat Pat gon' hold the what that time down.
Mm.
PDP.
Man,
Hey,
this and
that
that's
was
what
the
I mean.
shit.
Like even the sound that just makes me just feel like just cruising and just getting lost in the music. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I do want to ask, like, has anyone ever asked DJ Screw on where did this sound come from, or what motivated him to do the chopped and screwed? Does anyone know where?
We were talking about that earlier, and I was talking to Poppy from 3-4 Action, and he was telling me like, "Hey man, he can't even tell you. Just like it's a mystery. Like nobody knows. Like
Mm,
only Screw knew what
yeah.
made him. But I think he got the idea from Michael Price. Remember, I was telling you about the parties. That's where I was
Yes. Yeah.
going
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it. So when he was doing the party slow down, I think when he seen the reaction of the crowd live, it made him go try it on a tape. That's
Right.
that's what I would think. That would be
Wow.
my big guess at.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it's such, and I think, and this is what creates the debate. Well, it's not really a debate, but because I have a friend who asked me this question. He said to me, Labzy, who do you think is the king of the South? Is it T.I.? I said, okay, listen, I'm gonna say it. So T.I. is one of the greatest rappers, of course. There's no doubt about that. But to give him
Okay.
the crown,
Lose.
maybe not, because Because in order for you to be the king, you have to leave a legacy that people are going to be jamming on, and obviously, and the sound has to be so unique that no one has no idea what it is, what it comes from, but you know you're going to jam to it, and there's going to be it's forever in its hip hop history.
Come on now. Now you're talking. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's and DJ Screw did something different, and to me, bro, he was already the king when he started this shit. Let's come on now. Let's not cap here. He was already the king because he did something different. He brought something absolutely like again, something that wasn't normal, but everyone was rocking with it. DJ Screw was a genius by you have to be on a screw tape in order to blow up, right? It wasn't
Got
mainstream.
it.
You didn't have to rely on radio or nothing. DJ
None
Screw
of that.
Tape, you blew up.
That's all you had to do was go give Screw your music and shit. You was the star the next day.
Exactly right. And that's
Just
what
because he put
what
it on the tape.
yeah, and that's what made ESG what I think he made. I think it was like 100,000 in a month or something like that.
Something like that, probably more.
Yeah, like this, mind you, this is in the 90s. So,
No, I'm sorry. He moved 100,000 units in a month,
oh, okay,
meaning they made $1 million in a month.
right, okay. Oh, but then that's still be that's still paper. You know what I mean? Like to your memory. So how much was it to sell a tape back then?
Man, Clay was just reminding me we had double CDs that gave you 17.95, and if it was a
Wow.
single album, because if it was over 12 songs, considered a double.
Correct.
So that means you go double platinum. That means you get double the money. That means your sound scan is adding you up double. Like, oh man, it's
And to sell 100,000 units for 17.99, man, come
yeah.
on now. Like it's
Do the math
that's
on that.
that's what exactly what I'm doing right now.
Do the
Oh
pull the
man.
calculator up. What we guesstimating here? 1.7 million,
Um.
$17 times
No,
100,000.
so yeah, no, one we'll say we'll round it off to
One
1.8
point,
million dollars.
yeah, 1.7, $1.8 million. Come on, man.
That's and especially in the
Crazy.
90s
But
and didn't
yeah,
know mainstream?
yeah,
Man.
but then you got to remember coming from the dope corner where 30,000 was $1 million. You got
Oh
enough to
yeah.
buy a brick. You a million. You a hood millionaire.
Yeah.
You get 100,000. That's a hood million.
Yeah, until the IRS start to call.
Yeah, well, when you're in the streets, you don't care. But then when you're
Mm.
selling music, it's like shit. You got to pay it, whether you want to pay it or not.
Oh, you gonna pay it. You
Are
gonna
you
pay it.
gonna pay it? They gonna come
Mm-hmm.
start taking shit. So you gonna pay it. It's best you
Uh-huh.
pay. Give
Yeah,
them
bro.
something. If you give
Yeah.
them something, they leave you alone.
Yeah. I mean, even Red
That's the
Fox,
shakedown. Yeah,
legendary comedian Red Fox learned that the hard way twice.
come on, man. Hold up, rest in peace, Fox, man.
He
One of
he
my
was
favorite
yeah.
comedians, man.
Yeah, he was. Who? All right. Well, what about you? Who's your who was what? Sorry, which artist did you look up to for inspiration when you were doing your music?
Oh man, it would have to be. Well, what time? After Fat Pat or before Fat Pat or during Fat Pat?
Let's start with before.
Before it was always Tupac.
Okay.
Even when he was doing the Strictly for My, and then like when we had that, I would be like Coogee Rap,
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane, Public Enemy, because everybody had their own unique style. It
Yeah.
wasn't like today everybody sounded like. That was against the rules back then. That was called biting.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you come on here and we both got on orange hat, I'd be like, yo, why you biting my style, son?
Yeah.
Like we in New York, yo, son.
Yeah,
That's how you feeling, B? You
yeah,
wanna be me, B? So, and quickly after Pop was like I told you, Space. And
mm,
after Face it was Fat Pat, and after Fat Pat it was Zero.
wow,
That's who I always looked up to, the people around me, even 3-2. You know what I mean? Bro, it was
yeah.
hard. I had some talented people around me. I was blessed to be around some nice talent.
Yeah, and to be honest, as my man said, it's still against the rules by trying to copy other people. You know what I mean? But I think, yeah,
Exactly.
it's just, but and that's what makes it worse because it's like, well, when you're trying to be different, when you're actually doing you, it just feels like you're getting rejected for it, and it feels like it's not enough, and then that's when a lot of artists give up. To be honest,
They give up. They
so
give up when they, and same thing with the podcast. People tell me, say, man, if you make it past 7 shows, man, you gonna be all right. When they
yeah,
told me that, I had 107 shows
there you
because
go.
I don't know how to have do something. I had more shows than I could put out.
Yeah,
So
that's
I was
yeah.
like, well, I guess I'm playing it.
But yeah, I mean, look, but I think you'll be doing a podcast forever. I reckon you'd be the Joe Rogan of Texas, to be honest with you, OG.
Man, appreciate that, brother. That's a hell of a compliment.
Because, but if you think about it, you're an OG. You've been in the game. You know Texas inside and out. You know what I mean. And obviously, you would love to get into the mind of the young ones that are hungry, trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? And you'd obviously you'd have your questions as well. You never wanted to be closed minded and really just hating on the young ones like a lot of the OGs. Some of the OGs are doing. Sorry.
Man, they hated on us when we were coming up, so I get it.
Yeah.
They said we wasn't real rapping.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I
Now
think
they all want to feature.
exactly. Yeah, well, there you go. But see, but this becomes hypocritical, wouldn't it? Because
Yeah.
because it's like okay, because I remember there was Gene Simmons from Kiss, and he was saying that the rock today is trash and da 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 da, like he was being hating, but then he can't turn around and say that when Kiss came into the world, he can't say that the whole world was on board when it wasn't true. People thought they were hating on it because of the dress, looked like it was demonic. Like, come on, man. But like, and they were just being different. So why are you hating on the young ones trying to be different?
There you go, man. Kiss is crazy. You say Gene Simmons coming up. That was one of my favorite rock groups.
Yeah,
Because they were daring to be different.
yeah,
Licking their tongue out. With the guitar. And I thought that was the coolest shit in the world, bro. Like,
man. Oh, but I think these OGs just need to really just appreciate the young ones because they're doing what. Well, do you think it's jealousy as well, OG?
no, I think it's not understanding, lack of knowledge, not understanding what they're doing, so it's dumb. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Yeah. I don't
yeah,
understand it.
mm,
All they doing is talking about killing each other. All they talking about, they all sound alike.
mm,
This, that, and the third. But you got to let them develop.
yeah, yeah,
We thought South Walker was a straight idiot when he came out,
yeah, yeah.
but
But then look at him now.
he
Look at him
proved us
now.
all wrong, and he proved us that he was a genius.
Yeah. I think, but you know what, OG? I think when someone knows that they're different, I feel like they already made it. It's just the world needed to catch up.
Yeah. So I could relate to that. That's why
Yeah,
I know better than to hate on them youngsters because I know one thing about it. When they make it doing them and being them, you gonna be the main one saying, I knew you was gonna make it.
yeah.
I knew that was gonna be you. I knew you was gonna, hey man, I knew you was gonna be the greatest of all time. You
Hmm.
know? But hey, we all keep rolling and keep growing, man. For real.
Yeah,
Don't ever let somebody else's opinion stop you from your craft and what you believe in yourself.
absolutely. And the reason for that is because this is the gift that God gave to us.
Amen. And also, we all one hit away.
Correct.
What we one hit away back to the charts, one way to hit one hit away from being on the charts,
Mm-hmm.
one hit away from being back in the mix, back in the money, man. If times hit you hard, all you gotta do is make another hit.
Absolutely.
I think that no matter what's going on, you should be every day trying to make another hit because the hits don't come from the ones we think gonna make it.
Yeah.
It's the ones that y'all pick and say, hey, we standing behind this one, and you'll be like, y'all like that shit?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to dumb it down. And
Yeah.
y'all love it. It's
Yeah.
always the ones you had to dumb down. And you had to be like, oh man, I hate this song. They love it.
Yeah.
It's
It
crazy, man.
it's absolutely insane because which I was that was gonna be my next question. Was there a track that you felt that it wasn't really it's but then when you released it, the whole Houston was just everyone in Texas was just jamming on. You think and just they said you're like, yo, you guys love this? Like what? Like which song was that for you?
I would say, man, probably Superstar or,
Superstar? Okay.
yeah, a Power Up or Money Over Bitches
Yeah.
or, I don't know, man. There's so many, man. I'm talking about, man, like, man, I just love the fact that we were able to get into this game and make an impact. But not only did we make an impact, we shook the ground that people walk on up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still to this day, it gets bigger. I'm talking to you in the United States, way across the water to you in Australia, brother. This is the best job in the world, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and to be honest with you, and this is where I tell people all the time, like you don't, well, just as we were talking about before, you don't know who's listening, you don't know who's appreciating it, and you don't know who needs the song. The most important thing. I had a conversation with one of the artists here in Melbourne, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna release it, but then I'm gonna hold like." Because every artist is their own critic when it comes to releasing music, right?
Hmm.
I said, bro, just release it because you don't know who needs that song right now. You don't know who needs it. You don't know who's been waiting for this. You know what I mean? Who knows that they're waiting on another Mike D track. You know what I mean? Like they
Hmm.
don't. You just don't know. Like just release it, man. Why do you think a lot of artists hold back from releasing?
Because they scared that
Yeah,
you're not gonna like it.
yeah,
And that's the wrong way to do anything. Man,
yeah.
just put out what you like.
Correct.
And let them catch on later. Like everybody says zero rap too fast. You
And
know
but hang
what's
on, but DJ Screw said y'all just listening too slow.
there you go. So
I
you
know
gotta
my
be
history,
oh,
OG.
I see. And that's facts though. And what he was trying to tell him is like, hey, don't let nobody judge you, man. You be your own judge. I'm my own worst critic.
Yeah, yeah. I think
It's
every creative
interviews,
has that curse.
it's interviews I can't watch because I was so inexperienced.
Yeah.
And I was talking when I supposed to been quiet. I was, didn't know what I was doing. I just thought, hey, we just get on there and have a conversation.
Mm,
But it's a skill. It's a something you learn over time. And it's crazy. You say like Rogan and different people. When we went viral, they all tapped in. And
mm,
when I was asking them like, hey man, can you give me some pointers? Tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. He said, Mike, you had over 1 billion streams
mm.
behind one viral moment. We need to be following you.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. Oh man, but no, I definitely agree because even when I started this show, I would look at my old episodes and yeah, like I should be mostly listening, just waiting to them finish the answer, and then obviously we'll engage in that conversation and stuff like that. And also when I interviewed Billy Cook the very first time. I was very nervous because again, he's one of my favorite artists, but I had to kind of really learn to shake it off and really just talk to him like a normal human being, not put him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that, you know? So and then that
Okay, no,
I ended up being one of he ended up respecting me. So it was
what
great.
what happens is they
Mm,
notice that your guests will notice that
mm,
the level of where you are. You know what I mean? So
mm.
they'll be like, okay, well, maybe he can't even put whole sentences together. Oh, he's nervous. Oh, he's a fan. Oh, he's that. Man, just relax, breathe, talk slowly,
Yes.
correct, and do your best shit.
Yeah.
Because there is no playbook. Hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah. Exactly. There's no playbook and you know you just learn as you go, like trial and error.
Holly.
And yeah, and it's interesting you say that you know we have to talk a bit slower, and I feel that especially people from overseas in the US, obviously me speaking to you, if I talk normally the way I talk, like a little bit more faster, I mean, I don't
I'd be
know.
lost. I wouldn't understand what you're saying. Then I gotta act like I'm understanding what you're saying.
You'll
Just go
yeah,
to
see, there you
a
go.
shit interview because you wanna get an artist back on your platform. Make him shine.
Correct, absolutely.
Watch them numbers go up. They gonna run back to you.
Oh,
You-
I can't wait for that moment, OG, but I'm enjoying the journey until that time comes.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You having it now?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean and yeah, and this is one of my greatest achievements right now, speaking to an OG such as yourself. So, man, God
you
has been great to me.
you just gotta remember that no matter what,
Hmm.
this is your success. It doesn't matter the level of artist that it is, because you may interview Chuck Norris or
Mm.
President Trump,
Yeah.
and then turn around and interview Mike D. But because you're into Mike D,
Mm.
you know more about Mike D.
Yes.
The engagement is real, and the people can feel it. So
Correct.
they know he's asking all the right questions. He's asking the questions we want to know. He's asking the questions he want to know,
Hmm.
and the guest is engaging.
Hmm.
The most boring thing in the world is to be like, so what mall do you like to go to? Shoptown.
Yeah, man. Like I hate those types of questions. Like they're just pointless, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They're just pointless. Like there's no real conversation. I think this is what the most greatest thing about doing a podcast is really just understanding different types of people and really just learning about okay, well, he from the streets and you know he was raised like this and okay, we
Right.
gotta we gotta talk to him in a way that he understands, not making him look stupid. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. We have to work with the guests, not against them.
That's right. That's like if I sit here and try to use your accent to impress you. Oh yeah, you say, mate? What you say? You'll be like, hold on. I,
Almost, almost.
oh, yeah, and I'm just sitting here. It's almost disrespectful, but
Yeah.
and that's like, like I tell people here in the States, like, don't try to correct yourself because you're talking to a white person. Start talking white. You're talking
Mm.
to a black person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's going
Yeah.
down, bro. What's up, baby? What you doing, my nigga?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
shit, my bad. I can't say that. Let me hold on, don't slap me. You know,
Yeah.
so that's what happens. You
Mm.
you say something, put your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
How you feel about other races using the N word?
For me, I mean, because I'm from Egypt myself, so would you consider that African or no?
Definitely African.
Okay. I mean, I think the word has been used a lot. I think, and they see a lot of the gangsters use it, especially in movies and music, and I don't know. I mean, it is an interesting question because I actually have a friend who came here from Florida. His name is Mr. Congo. He's an artist as well. And we had this conversation how he would say there's a difference between Negro, a nigger, and niga. Like, and he would
Hmm.
obviously explain the three differences.
Hmm.
Um, and I think it's one of those things on how you use it. I mean, because
Yeah.
in other words, I mean, look, because in Australia we use the C word a lot. I don't know if you're familiar with the C word.
What's that?
Cunt. CUNT.
Oh, yeah, y'all do. Y'all use that like you cunt, you cunt, yeah, you cunt, you bloody cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
see, it's one of those things where it's how you use it.
And I think it's our culture too. I think it's like, I just don't like people who, man, if you grew up like that, you don't have to explain to me why you use that.
Yeah, correct.
Because you already growing up around the people you growing up around. So I
So that
shouldn't
would.
even matter. My opinion shouldn't even matter. If, hey, man, you don't like what I'm saying, man, get off my phone, Jack. You
Mm,
feel me? Hey,
hmm
hey, man, find somebody else to follow. Go
Exactly.
watch their shows. I don't need your views.
Yeah,
This is for the people that it's for. So the more you yourself, the more people. And even with like G and Lee, I told him, I say, hey man, just be you, man. Don't worry about somebody mad about how you are you.
yeah. Well,
They
that's
can't
that's
control.
exactly right.
They can't control you. If
Mm,
that's you, that's you. The only
yeah,
people that should matter. I told Mexican OT the same thing.
yeah,
Like, OG, am I wrong? I'm like, you know you wrong.
yeah.
You
That's
know
right.
you wrong. You know you can't say no shit like, "Hey, who's in the room?"
Mm,
Nobody. What you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Nigga,
yeah,
you know you tripping, and you know you wouldn't have did that if anybody else was in the room. Because he has a brother he's definitely not prejudiced. He's been on my show 3 times,
yeah,
and I just wanted him one, and he coming back to talk about that. So it lets me know the level of respect he has for me, my people, myself, and the culture.
mm,
You know, because he's one that he want to sit down and just listen to them screw stories like you told me. Man, I just want to sit back and ask questions that I've been wanting to know for a long time. And that's
yeah,
what OT does. You know what I mean? Him and Lil
yeah.
Jeremy. Are you familiar with Lil Jeremy from Houston?
I
Lil,
I'll be honest.
Lil,
No.
he almost got signed by Little Baby, and
Okay.
he's one you need to check him out. He's one of the next things coming up out of Houston.
Okay.
Him and Cartel both.
All right. Beautiful. All right. I'll definitely
Be on the
invest and
lookout.
have a look.
Be on the lookout for Cartel both and Lil
Oh,
Jeremy, and also Fast Lane
okay.
and Big Tony and Quiet Money
Oh
Diamond. Man,
man, Big Tony. Big
Big
Tony. I
Tony
love.
is
I love Big
hard,
Tony,
man.
bro.
As all our Mexican Americans are on their way to the top, and they not coming down no time soon.
Nah, hell
He's
no.
not
No
gonna
way.
pull Mexican OT off his throne. He has
Mm,
a he don't care about them few little people worried about him saying the N word when he got a billion white people, a billion Hispanics, a billion Chinese people that all love him and they want to say the N word too. So guess what? They don't care.
yeah.
They want to say it too. This is
Yeah.
cool, and I want to say it too.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. I want to say it too. That's how they feel. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, if you're really, if you, again, just as you were talking about before, that if you were raised in that area and, uh, yeah, like you were raised in that area and obviously that
Man, so
word has
I'm
been
in the
thrown
middle of an
around, you're
interview
going to say
right
it
now. You
too.
said you were telling me about the different artists that you listen to outside of Houston.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I said in New York, I've got Nas, Fat Joe, Nas, Fat Joe, a little bit of Jay, a little bit of Biggie, um, 50 Cent, of course. In the Bay Area, I've got E40, Kick the Sneak, Too Short, Mac Dre, Mr. Fab as well. Um, Atlanta, I've got obviously Lil Jon, Yin Yang Twins, obviously Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? I've been even with New York. I grew. I've gotten a lot into Slick Rick, as well as Big Daddy Kane as well. Some of the OGs. Yeah, just it's
You
yeah,
got it.
just a library.
You well rounded with the music there, brother. Like
Yeah, yeah. But I'll be honest with you, OG, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. In Australia, we are paying attention. We do have hip hop heads that have got libraries upon libraries of vinyls from a lot of artists from New York, Houston, Cali. You know, we are paying attention. To be honest with you, we've got a lot of people that are listening in. So I'm and so it is. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why this is an honor to speak to you because people have no idea like how much of how much like but I'm going from listening to your music to speaking to you right now, and I think God has manifested that. So yeah,
that. Hey, it's always like that, man. Somebody say they got a mad CD collection they sell. That's right.
yeah,
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 yeah. Man, coming from the CDs to the streaming.
mm-hmm.
Did you witness that, or was it because you seem like you're a little younger than me, but are you old enough to know about the tapes and
Oh yeah,
CDs and shit?
yeah. I
Man,
grew
what
up.
you think better? You think I used to like to have my music in hand, taking
Yeah,
care of my music, knowing that I've invested into the artist. I can
mm,
open that booklet up. See, I think
yeah,
they missing a big part of hip hop. That's why nobody lasts long anymore.
yeah,
It was the anticipation of that artist coming out. Then when you get it, it's like you're almost getting something from that artist. That's
yeah,
their life, and you're opening their book up, and you can look at it and read the credits and know what's coming next. And that's what made me love hip hop, because it was like, man, I'm getting a piece of that person every time they drop. Now it's just like, oh yeah, go stream my song. By the
yeah,
way, I'll be in concert next week. So the only
yeah,
thing you got to look forward is the concert, as far as the interaction and the engagement with your favorite artist. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Now the music part is being like, it's just like promotion for the show.
Mm,
And the
correct.
show used to be promotion for the album.
Correct. That's right. And then we would play the songs from the album live to create that experience for the viewer, for the people who listening in. They're getting it's like they're now stepping into that world of the album in a concert, if that makes sense.
Facts.
And
Facts.
yeah, and then nowadays it just feels like everything has to be a show this and pre-show that. It's like, man, like I want to see the artist. I want to see like the songs from the album play from start to finish because that's how I get the full experience right there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, oh man, but to answer your question before talking about tapes and CDs, yeah, because I was born in 1990, so. I the tapes I do remember the tapes, and because I come from a line of artists myself, so my father used to be in a band and my uncle used to be in a band as well as he would songwrite in Arabic, Italian, and French.
Come on, man.
He knows how to produce as well. Yeah.
No, that's too dope, there, man. It's always like they say, people don't realize that things do pass down through your genes. Athletic ability, music
Hmm.
ability, it does pass through your genes. Like,
Yeah.
so to see you say that, hey man, my father and my uncle and these people was into music like that, and then you are too. Did you ever try hand in DJing?
I'll be honest, no. I'm practicing like on the singing side of things.
Oh yeah, you
Um,
told me you were more of an artist yourself. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
haven't. I'll be honest. I don't really sing in general, but I kind of sing to myself because I wanna, because look, I'll be honest with you, OG. I don't have the passion to do music. To be honest with you,
Mm,
I mean,
mm.
I
You
enjoy
have
it.
to
Don't
have
get me
a
wrong.
passion for music, especially nowadays, because you can either be this broke or this rich.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah, it's a coin flip, like, and you have to have a passion for it to be able to stand firm for when you waiting. Like with the podcast, I love this, but you have to stand firm until it pays. Because
correct.
sometimes it might take forever, but I do know when you work,
Hmm.
whatever you're doing pays off eventually.
Absolutely. I mean, this is why going back to, when God gives us a gift, when we're doing what we love doing and pursuing what God gives us the rewards first, and then that's when the money starts coming in after. Because that's when the blessings start to rise. When we don't give up, when we, stand our ground still with our passion, and yeah, and eventually we'll be successful.
Facts,
Yeah. So
facts, facts, man.
yeah,
I love it, man. I love it, man. I appreciate everything, man. But man, stay tuned in to me, man, and
absolutely.
let's chop it up again. What's the hours difference? Like, what time is it over there now?
We are 8:24 p.m. Friday.
Are you serious? So it's already June 27th. Finna be
Correct.
June 28th.
Yeah. Yep. So we're going.
So
I've
you've
been
already
jamming. I've been
celebrated.
jamming June 27 all day.
You've already celebrated June 27th.
Yeah, I'm good. Now it's your turn.
Yeah. Now that's something I wanted to know, man. They okay, so y'all are half a day ahead of us.
Yeah, because what's really interesting about that is, say you're promoting your next album, right? And you put it on the platforms to pre-save, right? In Australia, well, hang on, how does the order go? So New Zealand would get it first, then Australia, and then obviously the rest of the world will follow.
So you've already heard it when we waiting to hear it.
Correct.
So you calling us saying it's trash, it's good, it's that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's actually interesting you say that because Be Legit, you know who Be Legit is from
Of
Vallejo,
course,
right?
my brother, yeah.
So when he released his album 80s Dope Boy, I think 80s D Boy, sorry, and then everyone was waiting for that album, but then I thought, and then I commented saying, just heard the album, loved it, well done to Rick Rock with one of the da da da, and then everyone got confused, like, hang on, and then I had to reply saying, because I'm in Australia, I get it first because of the time zone, and he's like, right, okay, now he understood.
Yeah, that's dope as hell. So I know now when power come on or something come on, I'm calling you now. Hey, what happened? What the hell did 50 do? Did he really kill that kid? Hey man, I want to know, man. Did you listen to the new Lil Wayne album?
The Carter Six. Yes, I did hear most of it. Yes, I haven't
What
all of it. No, but most of it. Yes, it
what
wasn't
what's
too
your
bad.
it's not as bad as they making it.
Nah, not really. Not really.
They
I
tearing
think
him up.
I think you know what it is, OG. I think because people have expected so much of Wayne because of what he brought to the table in his early years, right? And I think now I don't know, like even when Busta Rhymes released his album recently as well, the recent album that he released, people had like mixed emotions about it because I think that they had this high expectation of what Busta Rhymes is and how his music should be and stuff like that. But I don't know. But I mean, I still enjoy it at the end of the day. Like I still bop to it. Like I appreciate it. So I don't know.
Look, Bay say,
No
nah,
power
power
drops
drops simultaneously.
seamlessly.
They
They got
got
smart
smart
to
to
avoid us
avoid us.
spoiling it.
I know that's right. They. I'm sure they have to do certain things like that to make sure that it's the
Yeah,
playing field is even. Yeah.
that's why even when say Lil Kiki drops an album, that's why I don't really say anything until everyone's listened to it, and then I'll comment on it. Because that way, because that's where I
Keep
kind
it
of feel
fair.
bad. Because it's like, well, I'm kind of ruining it for the people, you know.
Right, right. Because people right now, if they said, he said, she said, oh
Uh huh.
man, it's
Uh
over.
huh.
They believe it. They
Yeah.
not gonna go and do the research themselves. They're gonna make sure that he said, she said that it wasn't this. So you really could be taking money out your favorite artist's pocket by spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
can only imagine, man. For
Yeah.
real, man. I do appreciate you, brother. It's gonna be 6 in the morning on my side.
Oh
Let me go
man.
ahead
No,
and
but
turn
you
to a
you're
grumpy old
you're,
man.
you're
I'm
rest
getting
up,
calls.
OG.
Look, I'm getting calls this early, turning into a grumpy old man, and
Oh
I just need
shit.
to go to bed, man.
But I want to say thank you so much, OG. It has been an honor to be speaking with you, and I'll definitely tap in with you, man. And I'll be posting this on YouTube and Spotify as well. So I'll obviously edit it. Obviously, when you cut out and come back, I'll
Okay,
I'll fix
I
all
need you
that.
to put me on the Spotify thing, man.
Sorry?
I said I need you to put me on how the Spotify work.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I got you.
You got my number, right?
I'll be honest. No, you have WhatsApp?
Yeah, I got WhatsApp.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Yeah, he said he
Yeah.
love the shades. You know what those are? What bad lab? What kind of shades are these? He said he love my shades.
Oh, that's
They
actually
get
my cousin. That's my cousin from Sydney. He's also a producer as well.
what's up, cuz? What's happening, cuz? I'm gonna say much love, OG. That's what I'm talking about. He say he like the shades. I want to see if he know what kind they are. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like Versace? No.
Nah, nah, nah. Close no spaghetti. Chrome heart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ah.
Chrome Heart. What's up, Bad Lab Studio? Is that your people too?
Yeah, that's my cousin. His name is Roger.
Oh, okay. What's up, Roger?
But yeah,
What's
no,
up,
he's
boss?
but yeah, bro. But yeah, OG. But yeah, well, I'll leave you to it because I know you're a busy man. But we'll definitely tap in soon, and this will be on YouTube and Spotify as well, so everyone can
Okay.
tap in. And
When
yeah,
I when I hang up, I'll DM you my number so we can chop it up about. I'll send you the WhatsApp. Okay.
yes, sir.
Sounds like a winner, man. It's always
Down,
been good. I don't know what y'all say down under, but hey, down under, we
down
out
under,
here.
man.
Yeah.
Ah,
All right, man.
all
Love,
right.
man. We say screw love. That's what we say. I'm gonna teach
Screw
you
love.
something new today. You can add this to your vocabulary when you say peace. Say screw love.
Screw love, got it. And
Oh
also,
yeah.
one last thing before I let you go, OG. I want you to keep an eye out for an artist by the name of Legend the rapper. He was born and raised in Texas until from till he was 8, and then he moved to Melbourne, and he's coming up. So I'll give you his details, and
Give
then
me his
I'll
details. See, we
yeah,
get him
please,
on. We get him on here live on mine and see if we can shine some light over here in the states for him.
yeah, I got you.
Okay, sounds good, boss.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
All right, you too, man.
This is Real Talk. Real Talk. Yo, this is Ryder, and you're locked into Real Talk.
To Real Talk with Labzy.
Labzy.